Hi, this is Coach David Halal. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about self-pity and how they say in French, apitoiement. Self-pity. What is self-pity? If you Google that word self-pity, or those two words really, combination of these two words, self-pity, it means an excessive self-absorbed unhappiness over one's own trouble. I remember, certain movies. That's why I like those old-time movies or movies about gladiators and fighters and, ancient Rome. Because these movies were not pussified. These guys or these people back then, women or men, they were not pussified. They were not soft. Even God does not like soft, jelly-hearted, wet biscuits, wet crackers, spineless people. Like in that movie, well, before I talk about in the movie, but let's say, in the Bible where God or where Gideon started understanding or realizing that he was called for a greater purpose. And he was like, no, I'm the smallest, the tiniest, the smallest, the poorest guy, or the poorest man in the smallest tribe. Talking about himself, showing self-pity. Self-pity is disgusting, to God or to the devil, if you believe in these two entities, or in the universe. Self-pity is disgusting, make you want to vomit. Because a lot of people like to dwell in self-pity, feel bad for themselves, want to stay in their trouble, cry all the time and talk about how hard life is, how difficult things are for them, like other people's life is way better. No, everybody's going through the same trouble. We all share the same energy. Some of us are fighters, are gladiators. Although we are struggling, but we'll fight and come through this trouble, alive. When Gideon thought of himself of being the smallest, the tiniest, the poorest, no, the Lord said, you are, basically I am. The great I am talks to him to tell him that he was a mighty warrior, valiant warrior, great fighter. Self-pity, I hate self-pity. Even when if I have a cold or if I'm sick, I don't need self-pity. He feels bad. No, leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Self-pity is disgusting. Real men don't seek self-pity. They don't seek to be, you don't need to feel bad for them. If I was about to die, and when my time comes, and if they tell me I'm going to die, after the first few moments of fear, knowing that I'm gonna die, I will take it on, head on, When it's time to die, it's time to die. That's why you have to live with a passion for greatness, with a passion to accomplish what you desire, what you want, And from that moment, when Gideon realized who he was, his own enemies was like, oh, Gideon is gonna save us. He's the same people that don't like him were talking good about him behind him, saying that, oh, I had a dream. He's awesome. Gideon is gonna deliver us. So he realized, if my enemies are talking like that about me, I must be great. I must be, tough. I must be awesome. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, at the end, he's gonna have about 300 guys. And I go there to that story, to that biblical story, to tell you about, self-pity. But also, If you remember the movie 300, you know, when the king's messenger came to tell King Leonidas that, you know, he needs to bow, he needs to give up, you know, in front of the big king, King Xerxes, you know, this king that had multiple people behind a multiple tribe, you know, hundreds of thousands, millions of soldiers coming. You know, he said, oh, you know, you need to give up, you need to give, you know, Sparta to, you know, to the king, and then he'll let you keep your women, he'll let you keep your kids, you know, your children. And King Leonidas said, this is Sparta. You know, I'm not gonna feel bad about myself. I'm not gonna feel bad about going through trouble. I'm not going to feel bad about you know, being sick. I'm gonna find a solution, and I'm gonna do my best to come out of it. And if I can't come out of it, I will die with dignity. You know, because as men, as human beings, we have the spirit of lions. You know, you can choose to be a lion or you can choose to be a sheep. I chose to be a lion a long time ago. You know, so and then, you know, at the end, you know, when King Leonidas was about to fight, you know, he said he was about to fight this big, strong, you know, army, and the other messenger, you know, said, you know, our arrows will block out the sun. He said, then we'll use it, we'll fight in the shades. You know, I'm not gonna feel bad. You know, self-pity sucks. So he said, we'll fight in the shades. 300 guys gonna fight against an entire army, just like Gideon, or, you know, with 300 that the Lord had chosen, or he had chosen through his consciousness. He decided to fight with 300, you know, the 300s. So you don't need a lot of people in your camp, because a coward dies 1,000 deaths. You know, you don't need a bunch of people in your corner. You just need the right people, the people that are not afraid to die, the people that are not afraid, you know, to suffer. They want to go through it so they can come out alive with strength, you know, and power. And I've before, you know, I have before talked about you know, when in the movie, in the show, TV show on Stars, you know, Spartacus, when he was about, when the you know, guy was about to fight, and these gladiators that were with him, they were afraid. They started backing up. They said, Master Dominus, you know, we can't go because this is dangerous. That's the magistrate. He said, grab a hold of your cock. We are committed. Are you committed to strength? Are you committed to fight? Are you committed to success? Or are you a chicken shit? Are you ready to back up? You know, a lot of people in religion, they hide behind the, you know, God, or, you know, they complain all the time. You know, they might say, I'm going to give a testimony, and the entire testimony is about how bad the things they were going through. You know, I don't want to hear all the bad things you were going through only. Tell me your victories. Tell me how you suffered, but tell me the end, how you had victory. Don't spend 20 minutes talking about how bad it is, you know, and then 10 seconds to say, well, praise God, I'm still alive. No, you know, fight with power, fight with strength, you know, fuck self-pity and come out, you know what I'm saying, with strength and power. Be a gladiator, be a lion, be an eagle, you know, don't be a sheep, don't be you know, a wimp, you know, don't be a wimp, be strong, be powerful, and don't let nothing stop you, you know, because you are strong. The great I am lives in you. The Lord lives in you. I am the Lord, you know, says the Bible, you know, or says the book of wisdom, because in us dwells the fullness of the Godhead bodily. We are strong. We are power. Fuck self-pity and be strong, you know, because you are a man, you are a woman, you are strong. There is nothing that can stop you, you know. So forget about self-pity, be strong, be powerful. This is Coach David Halal, fearlessly and passionately pursuing his call and his destiny. Don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, share. Don't be afraid. Make it happen. Bye-bye.